Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks. The center, Mitchell Robinson. At forward, Julius Randle. At the other forward, OG Anunoby. At guard, Jalen Brunson. At the other guard, number 20. The head coach of the visiting team is Tom Thibodeau. Let's bring in the starter for your Washington Wizards. At shooting guard, 6'6", number 24, Corey Kispert. Starting at small forward, 6'6", number 14, Sadiq Bey. The big man, 6'10", number 17, Jonas Valanciunas. Starting at the other guard, 6'3", number 15, Malcolm Brogdon. At forward, 6'9", number 33, Kyle Kuzma. The head coach of your home team. Fans, that is your Washington Wizards.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Holmes. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. So the New York starting five. Randle and Robinson hold down the post for him. Jalen Brunson out there with Mr. Incredible. And it's Anunoby in at the three. And for Washington, Brogdon out there with Kispert. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Valanciunas in at the five down low. Shams, we know former Wizards players have been on the rosters of 8 consecutive NBA championship teams. I mean, that is mind-boggling.
Well, maybe for Wizards fans, it gives them some familiar faces to root for deep in the playoffs. But listen, at the end of the day, the goal is for their team to make noise and for them to be on one of their deep runs in the not-so-distant future.
Yo, Ken Julius, man.
Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by Kispert.
Oh, good bump.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Brunson. Anunoby in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Corey Kispert.
And really,
First personal foul.
He was holding him, too.
That's exactly what you need to do.
At
New
the line
York
for the
shooting their
Knicks,
first free throws tonight.
number
The
20.
first trip to the stripe in
2
this one.
shots.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Mr. Incredible. Now Kispert. Pass to Valanciunas. for three. The Knicks pull it in. They went to Washington for the last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Kuzma against Randall. Kuzma passes to Bay. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Sean, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I call every season of LeBron and every season of Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours, but I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top.
Jalen Brunson.
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT.
My man is just moving around.
Kobe for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Now, here's Brogdon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York. Robinson against Kuzma, and the layup's good off the glass.
Kyle Kuzma right there, folks, showing you he is willing to mix it up to get a bucket.
Brunson against Brogdon. Steps back and fires. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olber. David?
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Washington's head coach, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to the spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
So timeout called here. First for Washington. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Grinding. Yeah. Grinding. Shining. Hey.
Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game. Who will be recognized as the best of the best? Take a look at Mr. Incredible. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
This is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember.
That was
He's
a lot.
certainly well positioned for that award.
Shooting 2.
Don't worry, he gonna miss.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
He won a ring, right? Hold up, I'm not sure.
Brogdon hits them both. All right, Johns, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GM, the scouts, all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep the love and respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long run.
And here are the Knicks now. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
You don't want to take that?
Now the pass to Mr. Incredible. Stolen by Kispert.
I like it.
And there's the drive.
Yeah.
Can't connect from short range. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
Yeah.
Randall passes to Mr. Incredible. Stolen by Kispert.
Oh!
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
Oh my goodness. With my takeovers
This is
too.
it to Brogdon.
Yeah. Oh.
Kuzma with it.
That's all.
They get the rebound.
Come on.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make.
go.
He's got to be upset with that.
Hang time.
They have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here's Brogdon. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction.
Oh, I should have
See if you
shot
can
it.
get your teammates
Come
started.
on. They jerked me.
And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 10-point game.
My shot did not
With as
come
often
out.
as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players
Nah, I saw.
and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organization, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between top players in the organization, that is very, very important. The teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams, and certainly players in today's generation.
Oh, we in the penalty?
When it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that
Man,
so well.
my first foul. Oh, man. Might as well put me on the bench, bro. Good break. Oh, that's where he at. Dante's hurt.
That free throw good from
They always seems to be prepared to seize the moment whenever his
I got two
numbers
people
call.
hurt on my team
Looking
right
at
now.
who's out there now for the Wizards.
know that.
Bagley, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Sarr comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Corey Kispert. And Poole subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. That one fires.
You gotta push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Here's Mr. Incredible. And that one has
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead, they're in
Let's
charge.
go.
I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Washington calls timeout. Mr. Incredible with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You've got to take the time out, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
When I'm dunking on your biggest man, it's not good, bro. I think Bagwell, he's bigger than what's his other dude name? Valanciunas? Something like that. Nah, I think Val's heavier.
And New York making a change. Hart's checked in. Oh, we have a break in the action. Now let's check out the league's best shooting team.
Let's get back on the court.
Look at the NBA, Shams. Any changes you'd like to see?
Let's go.
to me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. And New York, looking at who they've got, we've got Jalen Brunson. Also, Bridges out there. Mr. Incredible is out there with Robinson. And it's Okeke in at the 4 slot.
Okay. Okay.
Both free throws good from Mr. Incredible. Wizards trailed by 13. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He scored 40 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well.
Lockdown.
It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Congrats for that win. It was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt he certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last
game.
Illegal possession to New York.
Here at the numbers for Mr. Incredible. Just an incredible month of basketball. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down. Not even come close. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around
just
the
know how to
NBA?
find my way.
Next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league,
why you
it's
switch?
clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Here's Brogdon. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket.
I'm trying to lose him. I'm trying to lose him. You're doing what I'm doing now.
Here's Kuzma.
I like it.
Shot clock at 5.
Good defense. Yeah, Kiki.
Kiki grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this
Number 20.
Shots good by Mr. Incredible.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Got a piece of it.
That shit.
Brogdon against Brunson.
All the way?
Shoots over Brogdon, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a 3-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Time called here. The Wizards decide
This is
to
how
talk
you
it
dominate, man.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Yeah. It's not looking too good for you.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Rashad Hall. And a switcher also for New York. OG Anunoby's checked in for Mikal Bridges. A shot for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA. It's been LeBron's league. It's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Oh, yeah. Go.
Even the NBA Finals, we just have to
Talking
throw
about
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama. The way that Victor Wembanyama
defense
could
is
take
ready
over the league.
all the way.
Already, so early, so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, or Dan here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special.
Are you too small to be on him?
Players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crowd.
And we cannot wait. Here's Brunson after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. No good with the elbow jumper.
That's
I'm
okay.
sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Brogdon. Finally gets one to fall. He's
Saw it
one
at the
for
last.
5 with his first make.
Wow, plenty of ways for Malcolm Brogdon to do damage on the offensive end. Painted area, no problem.
My bag. I was late on that.
Corey Kispert. Fourth personal foul.
The Knicks have looked
Second
good at the
team
line.
foul.
They're perfect in 4
At
attempts.
the line for the Knicks, OG Anunoby
I needed that assist.
taking 2 shots.
Takeover, man. Come on, OG.
First one falls for him. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep
Paul is
parity
on me?
in this
Yeah.
league and allow
figured
teams
that.
to be able to keep their homegrown stars. But there's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a
So,
team
OG.
feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers will want to do it.
Well said. Now, here's Valanciunas. 8 points his last outing, 4 on the shot clock.
I fall for the okie doke.
Here's Poole.
That shit out of here.
Goes back up and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
It's a +5 advantage.
Oh, what a
for the
foul at?
rebounding after that.
What? Yo.
And Brogdon's got the ball here for Washington. Trailing by 17. And it goes out of bounds. That one off
Wizards ball.
Robinson. Pass to Poole. This one.
I know it. That's what you
And
get.
it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Possession to New York.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Sadiq Bey.
And looking at his offensive numbers in the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and he hasn't been coming nearly as easily as he used to.
Foul.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more
First
coming
personal
up.
foul.
That
Was that a
sends
three?
Jalen Brunson to the free throw line. Jordan Poole picks one up.
Shooting for New
Breaking
York.
down some numbers here,
Jalen
the hustle
Brunson.
stats for the Knicks.
1 shot.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates
Was that a
tonight,
three or what?
applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Oh, no.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Washington. That one falls for Brunson.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell
that
how
pressure
confident and
on earth.
comfortable this team is
What up?
when he runs the offense.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's the pass to Poole. Off target from outside.
Let's go.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last
All the
contest
way?
against the Wizards.
Oh, that boy nice.
Jalen Brunson.
Found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was
nice.
right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road
I like the
says a
screen
lot
setup.
about their intensity and focus.
Give it to him.
Here's Poole. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket.
You know you
It's
got me
time
on the
now to hear from our
outside.
Hall of
Good
Famer,
pass.
David
Julius
Aldridge.
Randle.
Wait.
Assist
Hey,
from
Kevin, thanks. The
Jalen
Wizards are trying to
Brunson.
stay motivated through their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single
starting
day.
to stink this
Take
joint
care of
up.
your body, work hard, watch film, be
About to empty
studious,
some seats in
and
a
find
minute.
beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach. Clock at 4.
Nervous.
Here's Bagley. The Wizards with another miss. Smooth sailing
You know you're
for
not
New York.
beating me down the court, bro.
Randle passes to Mr. Incredible.
Oh!
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
What?
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Oh, moving around,
to
boy.
Valanciunas.
Let's go.
Poole on the wing.
What's up, Poole?
Back to Valanciunas. And the dunk by
Yeah.
Valanciunas.
They allow him to step into
Damn.
space and he will throw it down. He's got the size and length to make it look easy.
Here's Randle into the lane.
Julius
Shot's
Randle.
good on the assist by Brunson.
Assisted.
Glad you scoring,
Jalen
man.
Brunson.
Got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Let's get it.
Here's Poole. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York. Feeds it to Bagley. Knocked loose and stolen by Anunoby. To the middle. Here's
Pass.
Brunson. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Poole, no good.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at
And
all
one.
in this period.
Come on. No and one?
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
From the Wizards, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked
Got it?
crossed
Nope.
up and confused at times.
Oh, my.
And then some. Poole's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have
Number
ground
20.
to make up. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I
Had
think
Brogdon, like, what's going
obviously
on?
we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
2 minutes
So
remaining
it's
in the
Washington
second
now.
quarter.
The
2
Knicks
minutes.
making the shot. Brogdon outside.
Ooh, good.
A
me that.
minute 50 left to play here in the half.
Running
Some
with me.
solid defense from Mr. Incredible.
Skirt.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason
I
why
got
they're
you.
in control.
Up again.
rebound.
And Robinson is
Mitchell
right there.
Robinson.
Robinson's got his second basket of the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Wizards.
Uh-huh.
Valanciunas passes to
Putting that
Brogdon.
pressure on them. They don't know what to do.
The Wizards working the ball around
see you.
now. Back to Poole.
Back this way. Go.
Shot clock at 6.
This way.
Here's Koulibaly. It's
score.
rebounded by Anunoby. Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out.
And
It
one.
has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know when I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
on my
Here we
phone,
go.
I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you anytime of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again.
Off the
ADB
glass.
was
Jalen
terrific
Brunson.
talking to Shams. He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got
all.
to respect the
Ooh,
legwork
good one.
and the dedication he brings to the table. I love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Runs in the pass to Mr. Incredible. And there's the foul. Goes
Oh,
on
my
Mr.
goodness.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
20.
And really just a
Second
great play
personal
to
foul.
sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Substitute.
You know, he
for the
was
Wizards.
moving and everything. I swear, this kid.
Clock runs out,
That's
and
the
we're
end of
heading
the
to
first
halftime.
half. With the score.
We'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
37.
We're going to watch that play.
The Knicks 66. Easy family, your Wizards, you can see.
Got 18. Nice. Assists. Got that boy eat.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience.
Like
it's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
You want to scream, bro?
Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Koulibaly. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Brogdon in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8", with a 7'2" arm span.
Yeah, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Okay. That was around the John Wall Beal days. Maybe John Wall left already.
The first free throw is good. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
And Koulibaly drops them both. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it? Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
To the inside, Valanciunas, and the layup is good. Valanciunas has got 10 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there's nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Bey after the miss from Mr. Incredible. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
The Wizards shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's Koulibaly. Brunson covering. Offensive rebound. Kispert.
Oh!
Kicks it to Valanciunas.
3 seconds. Yeah.
They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Slams it in.
Boy, the vision of Jalen Brunson is something to behold. This guy, an elite passer.
We starting to stink up the joint.
They've got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Back to Koulibaly. Down low. Here's Kuzma. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And it's 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
How about that display of athletic ability?
What a cut.
Kuzma can contort his body when converting those difficult shots.
Jalen Brunson.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks.
I'm cutting right to the
in the second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Valanciunas finds Kuzma. The shot comes out. Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Robinson left side. Passes it to Mr. Incredible.
Oh, that was a good pass.
To the paint.
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Out of bounds. last touch by Anunoby.
Anunoby.
Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Knicks, 4th.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Yeah, that was sloppy.
Koulibaly with it. He has 5. As to Kuzma. Back to Koulibaly. Inside. And another shot. Kuzma can't get it to go.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Count that bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
You know I'm going to hit him with the patent.
Koulibaly up top. Brunson covering. Kuzma, right side. Tries from 7.
Defense.
Another miss by Kuzma.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. Certainly, he cannot buy a bucket right now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
Give it up. Give it up. Ooh, I was about to steal.
That's tipped. Oh. Randall brings the double team.
What? Why you over here?
5 on the clock.
What's going on? Look at that.
Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Team takeover. I didn't know what was going on.
Incredible. He's got 34.
Oh.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Randall. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Oh, man.
Now, here is Robinson. Here's Brunson. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And it's now 22 points here for Jalen Brunson. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Here's Koulibaly. He has 5.
Switch.
To the paint.
Good defense. Give me that.
No good from Valanciunas.
Give me that.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint.
Good pass.
Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
To the other side of the rim.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Oh, yeah.
Bay against Anunoby.
Stay on him, man.
Pass to Kuzma.
Give him no slack.
13 feet away. Bank shot. No good.
No matter what looks they get,
on the
they
run.
just can't convert
And
to
one.
stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
I might have 50 this game.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
2 shots.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
2 shots.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And the first one drops for the Wizards. Bagley, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Sarr comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Poole subbed in for Koulibaly. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart comes in for Robinson.
Okay.
And Mikal Bridges subbed in for OG Anunoby.
Nice.
And the free throw's good from Mr. Incredible.
Yeah.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay for play these days.
Yeah, right.
We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Here is Mr. Incredible. He's defended by Bay. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Incredible.
Yo, they
No
jerking.
good that time either.
Oh, my
Washington
goodness.
shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing.
Oh.
And the call
New York
on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you
First
love the
personal
passion
foul.
from Bay
Second
inside,
team
going
foul.
straight into the defense.
At the line for
And
the
this is his
Wizards.
second trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post on the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
They're like, nah, bro. Miss? What are we looking at?
He misses the free throw. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Here's Mr. Incredible.
Number
And he
20.
goes right over Sadiq Bey and slams
Jalen
it down.
Brunson.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Brogdon against Brunson.
They don't know. What's going on here?
And here is Brogdon.
Watch that screen. I see you.
Back to Bey.
Oh,
And a great assist by Brogdon
Fell for
as
it.
that one goes in. Bey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And maneuvering into position, Bay moving the needle.
goodness gracious.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Hart. Here is Mr. Incredible.
Come on. No
Good
call.
work defensively by Bey. Wizards shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break.
Come on, babe.
And the pass to Sarr. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming
Julius
up.
Randle.
And here we can check out the story on Marvin
Third
Bagley.
team
How
foul.
his last 10 games have gone. Second
the
in
line
field goal
for
percentage,
2.
and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot.
This dude right here? What? Come on, man. This can't be who I'm battling with. Wow.
First free throw is good.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
I got
Looking
40.
at who's out there now for the Knicks.
What?
Achua comes in for Randle. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Wow. Miss.
And so he makes both from the line. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guard and make them work for their opportunities.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Bridges with the steal.
Cookies.
And now the fast break.
Where's the
Bridges
milk?
with the ball.
There you go.
Here's McBride. And the layup
Miles
falls.
McBride.
This is something
You
you're
got milk?
seeing evolve with Mikal Bridges, expanding his playmaking abilities.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Counted. Brogdon's got 6.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Passes to Mr. Incredible.
Oh, gotta be a foul.
Bagley with the rebound. Washington shooting is 33%, struggling to get good looks. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
Keep going.
Pull-up jumper. Bridges shot. Good.
Thank you for the assist,
Bridges
bro.
got his second basket.
Well, with the high release point on Mikal Bridges' jumper, it's very hard to contest. Just a matter of being consistent now.
Rip him.
Pass to Poole.
Give me that.
Releases. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
My man been tired. Still working.
And he drives in. And there's the second to finish it off.
Yeah, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
My man like, yo,
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter.
Got Gatorade in my blood.
Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Achua.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back.
Oh, I saw you too late.
Now, here's Achua. Out left to the wing.
Oh, you gotta shoot it now, bro.
Now, here's Hart. He's covered closely. Shots good by Mr. Incredible.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Watch Jordan.
Poole against Bridges.
Y'all looking beat up.
Now, here's Poole. Pass to Brogdon. There's the triple. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the New York Knicks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stands because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I told you, it's not looking too good for you. My man. I got my team fired up.
And there have been two very different performances from
this game might be over.
So no problem for
New York
as they get the win.
Come on, bro. There was no fourth quarter, you feel me? Smoke.
And just completely took the crowd out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
That's how you do it.
That'll do it.
You saw it for yourself.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Did you not see it? No fourth quarter. Thanks for watching, y'all. That was pretty dope.